Yo, it's Chris, and this is a review of the TJX Exclusives PlastiX Skates, which retail for about $12 for one pack. That includes 12 dots in total, so pretty much one dot for $1. But I do have to mention that these skates have been provided to me by TJX themselves, but everything I'm about to say are my own words. Before getting into the video, I do want to mention that over 97% of you are not actually subscribed. So please hit that subscribe button and the bell right next to it if you're enjoying my content. Now, without further stalling, let's get back to the video. The unboxing is what you would expect if you've ever ordered skates before, but in case you didn't, they do come in a paper pouch with the skates ziplocked inside of a plastic bag, and 2 alcohol wipes to help you remove any residual adhesive. Initially, when I got these skates, I was super excited to try them out as fast as possible, and right after I opened the packaging and got to the skates, I seriously struggled to get the dots off the plastic they were attached to. It really took me embarrassingly long to apply them because the adhesive is so insanely strong, and it is that strong to make sure that the dots stay in place and don't fall off or something. The trade-off here is that if you're one of the people that like to reuse the same pair of skates on different mice, you're not able to do that with these because either the adhesive won't hold as long when you try to apply them, or the adhesive will stay stuck to the mouse and you'll be left with a little nugget that you can't stick to anything. Moving on, these skates are specifically designed to be used on glass, but it is entirely up to you what surface you decide to use them on. I personally use them the most on glass, specifically on 2 different glass pads, and then towards the end of my testing, I used them on 4 different cloth pads. The results basically are that these skates are stupidly fast on glass with literally no static friction, smooth and very fast dynamic friction, and the tiniest but still noticeable amount of stopping power. Seriously a very unique feeling, but on cloth pads the experience was completely different. There was definitely a lot more static friction, and the dynamic friction was a lot slower and a lot more controlled, and there was definitely a much more noticeable amount of stopping power. Do keep in mind though, all of my mousepads are either hybrid or speed oriented, so these skates might be too slow on a controlled cloth mousepad. Another really good thing, well, depending how you look at it, would be the longevity of these skates. The material is extremely hard to wear down. It is basically non-existent even after 3 weeks of pretty heavy use. I even tried to break them in faster by adding top pressure to the mouse and making circles on the mousepad, and still basically no wear. I could seriously imagine these skates lasting at the very least 6 months on glass. I just glanced over at my notes and I noticed after I switched back to my main skates, I wrote, to put it as simply as I can, basically that the PlastiX gives me more of a raw aim feeling compared to softer type skates, which felt more like playing on an oiled up glass pad. What I would compare that feeling to would be like switching from a hybrid cloth pad to a very smooth glass pad. With the PlastiX, every micro movement felt intentional, and with softer skates, it felt more inconsistent. This could be due to that slippery feeling, which doesn't automatically have to mean that they're bad. I have heard from a few people that their skates felt scratchy, and honestly I have not felt any scratchiness at all, but the skates were definitely very, very loud. Much louder than any of the skates I have. This honestly didn't really bother me at all since I use IEMs, but I can totally understand if this would turn you away from them. But I will let you decide that for yourself, so here's the sound and glide test. If the noise is something that bothers you, then you might be in luck because TJX is releasing their PlastiX Xact version, which are full-size skates that apparently have an improved feeling and they also have lower noise levels. Unfortunately, I'm not able to verify that, so take it with a big grain of salt. Hopefully, I will be able to try them out soon enough though. So that leads me to the question, should you get some? And the answer is unfortunately not as clear as I would like it to be, but it is like a maybe. They're seriously love it or hate it type of deal, but if you're really curious about them, then you should definitely give them a try and find out for yourself. They are not my favorites, but I will still actively use them on my secondary mounts just for that unique feeling that I have not felt from any of my other skates. If you have used the TJX PlastiX skates, do let me know what you think about them down in the comments, and please also let me know what other products you would like to see me cover in the future. I want to mention that I do have a Twitter or an X account. My ad is on the screen right now, so definitely give me a follow if you're interested in peripheral news or if you just want to see more of my content that is exclusive on there. That and all my other socials are linked down in the description below. If you've liked this review, please let me know by liking this video and subscribing. You can also click the notification bell to not miss any of my future uploads. So anyways, that's it. See ya.